Hi, Justin. Welcome back. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. This week, between 1 to 10, like we usually do every week, how do you feel? How are you on a state?
I guess I'm at a 7.
A 7? Okay, that's good. Now, you had a homework last week about just considering how you felt after you met people and when you were alone. Did you do that?
No, I totally forgot to do that.
Okay. Well, let's just go over that right now. Did you actually go to any of the groups that you said last week?
Oh, I went to church,
Okay.
and that was it was okay. I mean, it was a little nerve-wracking because it was my first time doing it, but it wasn't too bad really. I was really just kind of going to do it, but I did it.
And it's great because before you were having problems just actually saying hi to a swim coach, and now you're just going to church and you're speaking with people. So what were you thinking while you were speaking with someone new?
I mean, it was kind of easy to do it because everybody around me was shaking hands. Like when the preacher says, "Okay, go ahead and greet everybody around you," and it's like, okay, everybody stood up and they started shaking hands, and some people were hugging and saying hi.
So it made it easier.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It's kind of like a common group thing. Everybody was doing it, so it was kind of easy to do.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, what were you thinking when you were alone?
I mean, I felt accomplished that was able to do it. I kind of wish I could do this more often.
Okay. Anything stopping you from doing it more often?
I mean, other than it's every Sunday, but that's it.
Okay. We also had spoken about the water polo team. Did you go?
No, I totally forgot to do everything this week, so.
That's fine. That's fine. So, not to rain on your parade, because it seems like you're really happy on actually just going out, going to church, meeting new people. You do have still the water polo you could go to and meet new people there and have an actual physical activity you can do. Consider that the worst happens and say church burns down, water polo team gets disbanded, and you have no groups to go. What are you going to do?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I guess that I would try. The obvious thing the best thing for me to do would try to find something else to do.
Okay. Now imagine that there is no groups. Imagine that everything has disappeared. Maybe you just moved to a new place because your job asked it for you. You know no one in town. You're just alone in the middle of a new place. You have no connections whatsoever. You're just starting to meet the people at your job.
Well, I would start with my new coworkers, I guess, because that would be the easiest thing to do, because we actually have something in common. We're all doing the same job. Well, we all work at the same place. Let's just say that. But yeah, it wouldn't be too hard for me to do. I guess I'd try to see what everybody likes to do. Try to see what there is to do around here, because I don't really know where it is, so as I've moved probably or something like that.
Okay.
Try to find common ground with everybody.
That's awesome. I mean, the fact that you're telling me that you're able to adapt and you're already thinking forward, and you're not, at least you don't seem that shocked of that possibility. You're just fine so far from what it seems.
Well, I mean, it's not a good situation. I mean, I'll say that, but I mean, I'm kind of thinking now that I'd have to move forward somehow, because I don't want to be without friends anymore. want to be around other people. I guess that's a stronger feeling for me now than it was before. I want to do this, and I don't want to be just sitting around moping anymore.
Now, I think that you've done huge improvements, and that you're actually able to consider of how to actually meet new people, how to find other ways to socialize with your peers.
Mm-hmm.
But something we haven't talked about is, are you fine doing things alone?
What do you mean? Like, am I fine doing it?
I mean, it almost sounds like you're trying to use the fact that you need to have someone in your life almost as a crutch. I want to make sure that if something happens, because life always throws curveballs, would you be fine if you have to spend a period of time just alone?
I don't think I'd like it. But
can you?
I guess I have been doing it for a while now, but I could do it, I wouldn't enjoy it, and it'd be difficult for me, I guess, and I'd have maybe not so easy of a time coming to terms with it, that I can't have someone to help me, or be there for me, but I guess I could. I've been doing it.
So this past experience, even though it's not the most adequate, or to actually just say it, horrible feeling for you, you think that it's actually made you stronger in the end?
I don't know if it's made me stronger. I think it just made me realize that I can. It's not what I want, but I can.
But you can.
Mm-hmm.
So it has made you stronger. You're able to deal with it even if you don't like it.
Sure, I guess so.
Or am I wrong? I mean, you know yourself better.
Well, I don't think it's considered being stronger just because you can do it. I think that coming to terms with it maybe would be where I'm standing right now.
Okay. That is still a lot better than where you were before, no?
I guess so. Yeah.
So, if you were by yourself, what might be something that you might do?
I mean, watch TV. I mean, that's what I've been doing a lot of.
Watching TV is an awesome way to spend time. But is there anything that you might do that might be productive?
I mean, I go to work. I mean, that's kind of a thing I do by myself. I mean, yeah, I have coworkers, but I do HR work, so I'm kind of the one person that does that.
Okay.
I can make money. I just don't. Guess I'm uncomfortable being alone. That's it. But I was also uncomfortable with actually the process of making friends.
Okay. Well, I do want to let you know that I am very impressed by how far you've come along. It's not easy to literally, basically remake yourself from where you were and having to make a huge change in your life at this time of an age in your specific lifetime. I know it's very hard, and you're doing it. Now, for next week, I would want you to ponder and consider. Just think, what are things that you've done in this past time that you've done alone, and how there are things that you could have changed just to make your life more enjoyable for yourself. Because I want you to be prepared for a future if something like this happens again and your groups that you're just used to being gone.
Okay. I think I can do that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would still like you to go to church. If you can, go to water polo. I do want you to be with your friends. I want you to make new friends. I want you to socialize.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to be also prepared. What can you do when you're alone? Because so far, you've been surviving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can do it. Now, let's see if we can get you a few extra tools that you can think of. And you can prepare yourself just in case as a backup plan if something like this happens again.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
I still want to hear for next week as well what it is that you're thinking while you're going through this whole process of meeting new people, especially if you go to water polo. Okay?
Cool.
Okay. Well, I cannot tell you how much I am impressed with how much you've progressed. And I'm really glad.
Thanks.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
Okay.